Hello everybody and welcome back to Nostalgia Train. Let's continue on. I need to find my next clue. There's something over there. I can see someone but only very faintly. I can't follow them like this. No memories there. There's a memory down there. Hang on. Let's go this one. Oh, there's two memories down here. Sounds like he failed the exam. Hardly a bright future for him. Okay. There were loads of expensive cars stopped at Masaki's house in town. I wonder what's going on. There's some memories down here. Where should I be looking? There's no one over here. Right by the train tracks, okay. It's even hotter and stickier than normal today, isn't it? Oh, more memories. They really know how to throw a graduation party, I'll give them that. The one over there. Is it leading us back to the school? If you feel like you've lost something important but don't even know what it is, should you search for it? Another vision from the real world. As the dazzling sunlight, I half closed my eyes, putting up a hand to block the light. The sunlight seems stronger than normal, like even the birds and insects are hiding in the shade. None of the children are playing outside, and the world is a hollow and empty impression. A black car drives over the railway crossing. It stops at the side of the road, and a white-gloved driver climbs out and then opens the door to the back seat. A young girl climbs out. She looks in her late teens. She heads towards where a young man, probably around the same age, is standing under the blazing sun. He's staring at a single point in the sky. I'm not sure quite what it's doing. Excuse me. Hello. Aren't you Arataki? My brother Masaki's friend? The youth called Arataki slowly turns his head to look at her and replies unsteadily. Yes, I am. I'm sorry, not sure what I'm doing here. My apologies, I think this heat is melting my head. Is this about Masaki? Yeah, we can't find him. Today is a very important day for our family. He understands that he has to. My father is going to be introducing him to one of his key trading partners. Masaki's been told over and over how important today is for him taking over the business. Why is he acting like this? I just can't understand him sometimes. It's like he's going out of his way to disappoint our father. To disappoint me? I'm sorry for burdening you with all of that. I know you get along well with my brother. I wondered if maybe you know where to find him. Could you help me look for him? Sure, of course. I haven't seen him today either. But he likes to get a cold drink at the cafe on a hot day like today. The cafe will be closed by now, but I'll ask the people around the station if anyone has seen him. If I find him, I shall tell him to head right home. Okay? Correct? Yes, thank you. I'm sorry for asking you to help and then running off, but I have to get home and see our guests. I'll keep them waiting as long as I can, but please tell him to come back as quickly as possible. Thank you so much. The girl gives a deep bow, gets back in the car, and the driver drives her away. I see Arataki walk off towards the cafe. He said he was closed, but that he'd ask around about Misaki. I should head that way too. The cafe is closed, but there's someone around the back. Around the back of the cafe, the woman who runs the place is resting a little in the shade, probably after bringing the trash out after closing up. Arataki is standing there, talking to her. Yes, Masaki came today. He had his usual, just like always. But he had a look on his face like he was cornered by something. He didn't have that normal spark, so I asked him what was wrong. He said it was nothing, then he paid up and left, just like always. Then a man from the house next door joins the conversation. You're asking about Masaki? I saw him down by the river, crouching, looking into the water. He almost drowned in that river as a kid, but that hasn't stopped him from fishing down there or looking for strange rocks. I spoke to him today, asked him if he was okay on a hot day like this without even wearing a hat. He said he was fine, but also that something felt strange, that he had to search for someone. I wondered what he was talking about, but his home life isn't the easiest. His father expects a lot from him, so I decided to leave best alone. After that, the man and the cafe owner both got back inside their respective homes. Muttering about how hot it is and not wanting to melt outside, Arataki heads off towards the river. I should follow behind him. Oh, hang on, no, we've got to turn around and go this way. Okay. There's a rusty spinning top stuck between the rocks. It doesn't seem important this time. There's a life preserver here, probably forgotten by a child. Beautiful green stone sparkling translucently. There are a lot of these down here. Look at this one then. Arataki searches the bank for a while, then he finds something sparkling among the tumble of rocks. It's a pocket watch. Front glass seems to be broken. Masaki must have dropped this, so he was definitely here with that. He looks around again. At the farmhouse nearby, a bent-over old lady is watering her plants. Oh, she's down there. The old woman seems pretty deaf, but after shouting a greeting a few times, she finally notices Arataki. He shows her the watch and asks about Masaki. Oh my, that's the watch belonging to the department store boy. Look at it, all broken like that. What a shame. Yeah, I saw him. He was there until not long ago. Thought he was looking around for something he lost. Maybe he was looking for that watch. Then he went up there, taking the small path into the mountain to the side of the waterfall. Thought maybe he was trying to cool off from all this heat. The old lady starts to natter on about which flowers grow best in the shade and something about her departed husband, but Arataki cuts her off with him. Thank you. Heads off along the path Masaki took. He'd have gone this way. Who's gone this way? Would you gone down here? Maybe. Wonder if it's up here. Oh, there we are. Yeah, there's one here. The calls of the cicadas get louder and louder as I'm surrounded by the trees, and the heat around me feels like a weight pressing down on my body. Climbing the steep mountain path makes me sweat. When I reach the top, I see Masaki ahead. I wonder what he's doing. For a moment I think he's looking at a cicada on the tree, but there's nothing in the direction he's looking. He's just staring, fixed into space, standing completely without moving, as though he's no longer part of this world. I've seen someone looking like that before. Arataki had been standing just like it when I first saw him on this day, snapping back to himself when someone finally spoke to him. Arataki moves over to Masaki and speaks. Hey, what are you doing? Your sister is looking for you. Saki looks distractedly at Arataki. His eyes seem completely unfocused. At first, as though he doesn't know what's going on or who's speaking. The light finally returns to his eyes, as though coming back to himself, and at the same time anger spreads across his face. He grabs Arataki's shoulder with both hands. Hey, what do you mean? You're the one who asked me to help you find Reiko. That's right, today's the day I have to meet Dad's business partner, but I'm out here with you. Tears well up in Masaki's panic-stricken eyes. Arataki pushes his arm away with a confused expression. Calm down. What are you talking about? Reiko hasn't gone anywhere. I don't remember saying anything of the sort. I'm going to the old bookstore to pick up a book. Come with me and see for yourself. Stop joking around. You're the one who came to me. Forget that. You need to get back to your father. He'll give you a good whack if you don't. Your sister is worried too. No, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm there or not. That's why I thought it was a good excuse to get out of there when you asked me to help find Reiko. I'm not sure what's going on. It's almost like they aren't having the same conversation. Masaki didn't just vanish or run away from his father. He was looking for this girl called Reiko, and he claims that Arataki is the one who asked him to do so. But Arataki not only says he never asked such a thing, but also that Reiko isn't even missing. Maybe she works at the old bookstore. The two of them head in that direction. I follow along behind. Look at this way. We know where the library is, so we can head straight there. Here's the library down here. Hey Riku, two customers come into the store. It's strangely cool inside. The smell of the old books and aged wooden building create a mysterious area split from the rest of the world. I absolutely love this feeling. That's why I'm so happy to have been born as the daughter of a bookstore owner. One of the customers is Arataki. That makes me happy, but I also don't want it to show my face. I try to keep my cool. Hello you two, it's hot today isn't it? Sunlight feels so strong from inside this dim old place. The world outside looks so brilliant white. Like I'll evaporate if I step out there. I heard you found the book I requested. Could I get it? Yeah, of course, it's here. My dad put it in the time on finding that one. He had to call around all sorts of places. Hope you appreciate that as you read it. Dad, Arataki's here. Can you bring that book down, please? As she calls, the sound of someone coming down the stairs at the back creaks out. Arataki and Masaki look at the shelves around them, idly picking up books and flicking through them. The door that divides the shop from the living space opens. A middle-aged man comes out from inside. The world twists and warps for a moment. My ears ring. Now there are only 3 people in the store. The owner, Arataki, and Masaki. The air inside the store suddenly feels hollow, as though something important has been removed. The sunlight from outside is still burning in, blazing like what hot fire. Arataki, is this the book you wanted? Research into the Nazaroki burial mound here. This wasn't easy to find. A scholar came here during the Meiji period, conducted his own quiet investigation, and then published that. But even university libraries having trouble getting a copy now. I'm sorry for the trouble. Thank you for making the effort. No worries, I don't have any kids. So my books are like children. Finding a good book and placing it with a customer is the one joy in my life. The owner gives a bright and cheerful smile. Futaki pays him for the book. Although I wouldn't say no to having a cute daughter who could help me run this place, the owner jokes as he heads back inside. What did you want that musty old book for, Arataki? Masaki asks, peering at the book. Just something I was thinking about. They say a princess from ancient times is buried in that mound. Apparently the shrine here was built to worship the white cat and black cat that served her as protective deities. Your own love of searching through the rocks on the riverbed is because you said you've been looking for an ancient Magatama, right? Then the scene from the real world fades away. I'm back in the empty Nasarogi, but not completely empty. I hear a cat meow from outside. That space filled with bright white light. There's a white cat sitting there, almost blending completely into the brilliance. I look at the cat and it pads softly away, as though inviting me after it. The white cat moves from the main street way around the back. Then I notice another cat sitting and watching me softly from the shadows. The black cat has sparkling gold and yellow eyes. The white cat leads me over to the black one, and then the two of them look away. Arataki and Masaki are in the direction they are looking. I'm not sure if this scene comes before or after the one in the bookstore. Masaki speaks first. Check it out! What craftsmanship! My dad brought it for me. He said I need a decent sword if I ever have to go off to war. It was meant to be celebrating my graduation, but that's not happening now. Anyway, come on, show me yours. The sword passed down in your family through the generations. The sword your folks are always boasting about. Arataki unwraps some old cloth in his arms, taking out a long sword from inside. My family have fallen on hard times just like them to still boast about this sword. Like we have anything else. All they care about are appearances. What a joke. With a scratching sound, Arataki pulls the sword from the scabbard. It's pretty rusty and clearly isn't well cared for. Saki takes a look and then goes back to hungrily staring in self-satisfaction at his own glittering sword, an alluring light reflecting in his eyes. My sister introduced me to someone. I've been sending letters to her. She's a student, really nice. I'm hoping to invite her to Natsurugi some point soon. She seems to really like me and I like her too, so you get it right. If she comes here, you need to play along with whatever I say. Yeah, I get it, but you're never going to tell her you failed the exam. Hey, where did that come from? No need to be nasty. Why would I tell her that? No reason to bother her with it. It's embarrassing. I mean, I'll have to share some stuff with her before we actually meet, but for now, nah. Saki looks all around as he makes this frustrated exclamation, and the two of them are discussing all sorts of things. From the fragments I hear, I managed to piece together. Arataki and Masaki attended the same school. Arataki was a good student, but Masaki failed their final exam, and so they met here for Arataki to cheer him up. That had been the plan, but then Masaki told Arataki to sneak out with the sword his parents were so proud of. Once they actually met up, he launched into a long string of her own boasts and bragging. Embarrassing? It's nothing. You practically got everything. You do know that, right? You really do. When I feel like I'm losing everything is slipping away. That's the feeling, the tragic feeling I've had in my heart since I was a kid. Are you serious? You really mean that? The irony, saying that in front of me. There's nothing ironic about it. Think rationally for a moment. Your father has succeeded in business and gives you everything you might need. You have a kind sister, a lovely girl who writes you letters, kind adults, great friends, so many people around you. How can you complain? I don't have any of those things. None of them at all. It looks easy from the outside, doesn't it? My dad is a success, sure. We're the richest folks around here. I have to follow in his footsteps, that's how it's set up for now. But I know the truth. My parents are disappointed with me. I've had a tutor trying to teach me all sorts of things, management, accounting, but it's all too hard for me. I can feel it. My father wishes my sister had been a son. When I'm studying, my sister takes great interest in the books. My tutor leaves me for homework. She slips through reading them. The next day she starts debating these complex things with my dad, right there in front of me. If I was to vanish, just go away, I'm pretty sure my sister would quickly be the one taking over the business. That's what everyone thinks. Do you remember when I was a kid? Everyone loved me. The teachers, the kids at school. But that changed as the years passed. The people around me started to back away. I could feel it. Our relationship became surface level only. Their hearts weren't in it. It's like I can hear them all muttering behind my back about failing to meet my potential. My sister is kind, but only on the surface. She thinks I'm a moron too. I know she does. I know they all do. Can you imagine how horrible that is for me? Everyone around me looking at me like that, condemning me like that, but on the surface appearing so kind, so false, such hollow kindness. There are tears in Masaki's eyes and he slams the intricately worked sword down onto the ground. He glares at Arataki as he continues. You have Rika who likes you at least. You know she likes you, right? Of course you do. But I like her too. I always have, damn it. You say you've got nothing. You say you're going to lose everything. Good. Saki picks up his sword from the ground and adopts a forward-facing stance. Let's settle it here, a duel. Let's see which of us really has everything, which of us is really going to lose everything. I'll show you. Come at me. The trembling of his hands is transmitted to the sword. Hold on, you're acting crazy today. Has the sun baked your brain? Has holding that sun turned you daft? You need to cool off. I've never really liked you. That look you give me like you're being kind, but really you're mocking me. You're the same as my father, as my sisters, everyone else. No, you're worse than all of them. If you think you're losing everything, let me give you a hand with that. Masaki raises the sword, closes his eyes and swings it down hard. I'm unable to tear my eyes from the scene, unable to even blink. Then time suddenly stops. Masaki's sword is about to come down on Arataki's head. His blade is sure to cause serious life-ending damage if he completes the attack. There are two women standing next to me. They are wearing robes like a shrine maiden, one in black, one in pure white. Both of them have sparkling golden eyes piercing into me. Their lips move very slightly, muttering in a fashion that almost sounds like an incantation. Do you wish to change this world? Do you wish to save these two from their fate? That is possible. It isn't even a difficult thing. But it means you will not be able to remain in this world. It was short, wasn't it? So short. It isn't easy to save a flesh and blood person, so little you can do. But if you really do want to change this sad, helpless world, there is another way. This is simple too. Power gathers within the centre of a circular movement, taking the place where you overlap and shifting it. These two women, what are you talking about? Link the boundaries and cross the dimensions. Are you ready? Take the train from that station, and when you come back, these people will be saved. That is all. If you depart this world once, you can always save them, always intervene. That is what you've always wanted deep in your heart, isn't it? The two of them murmur these things to me, really sounding like some kind of incantation. Their mouths aren't moving, the words ringing inside my mind. That's right, I want to save them. I have to do something. I can't think of anything else. A strong sense of duty rises up inside of me. Not my own fault, not even a feeling originating within myself. I can't leave things like this. There's no time to hesitate. I don't know why, but that's how I feel. Like I don't have any other choice. Vanishing and then intervening, that is my duty. We gotta go back to the train station. Back again. Is the character we're playing, is she Takashi's sister or love interest? Cicadas are still chirping and the sun is still blazing bright, but I feel like I'm becoming hollowed out as all the nature around me is now passing through me. I look around, maybe something has changed, and decide to head back to where the two of them were fighting. Saki shows off his sword flashing around and then they start arguing again, getting more and more heated. The sword is smashed down on the ground. Everything is the same as before. Then I realise I still have the Jade Greed Magatama in my hand. That's right, I found it on the ground a while back. I place it down on the ground next to the sword between the two of them. It's something old, surely. Maybe even something belonging to the princess in the burial mound. I feel like its strange power may be able to bridge the rift between the two of them. Maybe it will change something. Saki is speaking. You think you're losing everything? You have someone who actually likes you, someone who cares. He trails off as though he's forgotten what he was talking about. Saki shakes his head sadly. Someone who likes me? I can't think of anyone. My parents, Dota, and my brother, as you already know. I've always been alone. You've always had more friends. As this talk of people mocking you behind your back, it's all in your head. Just cool down, okay? Saki purses his lips. As for me, oh Arataki, I vanished from your life in order to save you. Does that mean you've lost me? But please don't be sad about it, I did it to save you. Arataki picks up the sword and the Jade Magatama that I placed at the side in the moment his fingers touch. He looks off into the sky with unfocused eyes like he's seen some distant memory. Natsuragi memory, fragment 5 complete. It's night time now. No way. Right, I'm gonna finish this one here, guys. We'll be back with the next memory in the next video, so thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.